Hey there, everyone. Welcome to my show, My So-Called Fabulous. I'm Tiffany. Welcome back. We are in the month of November, and we have talked to you already about National Adoption Month. And this affects so many friends and family members in my life in a great way. And we've talked to you about the ups and downs of adoption as well with a previous guest. But today, I am bringing to you fabulous friends that I met. I actually had to go and look in my apps to see when I met these two fabulous women. It was September of 2019 before the world just forever changed, for sure. Everyone, welcome to the show, Jaclyn. I couldn't say the first one. I call you that all the time. Nieto. Did I say right?
Yes.
Okay. And Nadia DeLaCruz. Welcome to the show, everyone.
Thank you for having us.
I'm so happy you are here. So let's tell everyone how we know each other. Once upon a time, I got a dog very late in life, and you have to walk dogs, and it was a learning curve. And these two women came in my life with Fetch. What is she called now? I can't even remember what she called it. It's Fetch. Shaw's Paws now. But at the time it was Fetch, which is take care of your pets, and we just were so blessed. You two came into our life with Lala, a little fur baby.
Yes.
Love her so much. She's like a child. And I adopt her? Is that maybe, hey, maybe that's it, right?
Yes, it is.
Maybe that's it. So I adopted this pet. However, these two women came into our life and they made the decision to have a family. So welcome you two.
Thank you.
So let's start with you got married in 2011?
We met
in 2011. Okay.
Married in 2018.
2018. Okay. So tell me the story of you wanting to adopt or not. How did that decision come about?
Well, I feel like we knew adoption was always going to be an option for us since I was adopted.
I didn't know that until this morning. You were adopted. Positive adoption.
Positive, yes.
Very positive. Okay.
And so I was adopted. I told Nadia, we tried to have kids, but I wanted to at least adopt one when we get there.
Right. And so how long did y'all, okay, wait, let me ask you this, because I have a couple right now in my life. One partner would like to adopt, the other was not so much. And they're male. So you guys, how far along into your relationship did you know that this was for you? Or did you just always want children?
I don't think we thought about children in the beginning. We were just happy.
Yes.
Enjoying life. And 2015, I remember that was the year that we decided, hey, let's make a family. We have all this love to give, and we have so much love for each other. Why not share it?
Right.
And so 4 years into our relationship, we decided to go the fertility route first. IUI. And I don't remember how many times we did it.
I don't either.
It was heartbreaking. It was hard.
Was it? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, anybody tries
to get pregnant. Yeah.
And when it doesn't happen, it's like, what am I doing wrong?
Yes, the self-blame. I mean, that's anything. I had two miscarriages in my pregnancy journey. And again, I just beat myself up. I mean, why? Why me? Yes.
Especially when they tell you there's no reason you can't have. Right.
Oh, yeah.
That was the thing. They told you. Right. The doctor was like, there's no reason you shouldn't be. Yeah.
Right.
So that was the hard part.
And it's expensive.
Yes.
Very expensive. IVF and
well, so IUI is what we did first, and then IVF would have been next.
Yes, right.
So,
yeah.
They're both expensive.
Exactly. So when that didn't take you into pregnancy and having a child, you made the decision to adopt because Jaclyn, I had no idea you were adopted. And so you were very open to that. Nadia, were you as well?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I saw how her family is with her. That is her family.
That is her family.
You don't say, those are my adopted parents. Those are her mom and dad.
Okay.
So I was like, she has this great experience. Why can't we have a great experience with adoption? So I was all for it.
Absolutely. So tell us about the adoption process, because I know people, I'm sure you know people that have not had luck adopting. So walk us through the process. What is the first step that you do to when you make the decision that you would like to adopt?
I think it was finding an agency.
Right.
I mean,
You reached out to your friends who already adopted, and we tried through their agency, and then
what I thought was their agency.
right.
I Googled the wrong thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So we just Googled agencies.
Yeah, it was just, you don't know who to ask.
Right. You
I
don't.
just happened to see that a friend of mine on Facebook had adopted, and I was like, oh, she adopted. I'll reach out to them.
Right.
And they had said on Facebook posts, do you have any questions? Because I'm sure when they started, they had no idea, just like we had no idea where to begin.
No.
And once we found the agency, I called
Mm-hmm.
and I asked questions,
I'll bet.
and they walk you through everything.
Right.
So that was
At least with our agency.
at least with our agency. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure, Nadia, you were talking about how overwhelming it is when you start the paperwork. I mean, that's overwhelming, isn't it?
Yeah,
I remember telling her, here's a checklist of everything we need. She's like, what?
it was the checklist that
Because they go through every part of your life,
Mm-hmm.
like financials, your house, our relationship,
right, and
Health.
health, physical
visits.
references. We had to get 5 friends to write letters for us. So
Yeah.
It was a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know where to begin.
Mhm.
It just seemed like it would never happen. Just when I
Mhm.
saw,
Oh.
I was just
Mhm.
like, this isn't going to happen.
Right.
But we started the paperwork August of 21. 21. We started the paperwork August 21.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't get accepted into the agency until February of 22.
Oh, wow.
They still have to be they still have to take you.
They have to take you. Okay. So you do have to, it's an interview.
Basically.
Yes.
Your life is being interviewed, both of you. And, and I'm hoping with this podcast that people hear these things and know what to expect, because you were telling me that you didn't know what to expect.
No.
I mean, so that's what my hope is, that we can share. And
I want to help somebody.
right.
And the agency is there for you too. They'll answer any questions you have. They're just a phone call away, email away. And so I think we should have reached out to them a little bit more at the beginning.
I think we just didn't know, because it was really
Mm-hmm.
until we went through the second adoption.
Right.
Oh, they help a lot.
Right.
But in the beginning, we didn't.
You don't know.
Again,
I didn't know.
right.
I didn't know what they do for us or what they don't.
Use them as a resource.
Yes.
So when you complete the paperwork, because what I failed to tell everyone in the beginning, you have 2 beautiful children now. I mean, 2 under 2, 2 under 18 months. Is that right? Or 19?
19 months.
19 months. And I have to tell the story in a minute of how I found out y'all had Aiden. But you filled out the paperwork in August.
Mm-hmm.
February, you were accepted.
Yes.
But wasn't he born in February?
Yes. Yes. So
Yes.
our first story with Aiden
Yes.
is not your typical story.
Will you share that with us? Because this story is amazing.
So we were accepted February. Aiden was born February 10th. We came on with him February 12th.
I know.
Yeah, it was just.
So I think what helped us in that situation is the birth mother specifically requested a lesbian couple.
Mm-hmm.
And I think at the time we were one of the only ones in the agency. And so
Why did she request a lesbian couple? Explain that to me. I know the answer, but
Yeah, I mean, she just had a rough life.
yeah,
And men just did not treat her well.
right,
And I think she didn't want that for her son.
right.
I don't, she wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
I think she felt more comfortable with 2 women, maybe raising him, maybe nurturing.
yes,
the
she did say
the
that.
softer sides. I mean, not to say men can't have a softer side, but
Right.
She just felt
From
more
her experience, she was
comfortable
comfortable.
Right. How did that adoption happen so quickly? Or how did y'all, he was born and then boom. I remember you didn't have a car seat, y'all.
Right. We didn't have anything. No.
Anything.
Bye Bye Baby helped me out a lot at that time.
Right.
friends.
And friends, yes.
Stuff.
Right.
Yes.
The way home with the baby.
Yes.
Amanda and Edgar had a bunch of stuff waiting for us at home.
Yeah.
So Aiden's considered a drop-in.
Okay.
So if baby's already born, they show profiles of prospective adoptive parents to the birth mother, and she picks from there. And so they're already born. Drop-in babies are already born.
Okay. Already born.
And in her case, it was either she gave him up for adoption or he was going to CPS.
And you went to her when she had Aiden. And were you sure that you wanted, was this the child for you at that point? I mean, or just was your life just like in a big whirlwind because it happened so quickly?
We took one look at the picture and we were like, I hope she picks us.
Yes.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so. We got to see pictures of him.
Yeah.
Just
Little backgrounds of the mom and her. And we were like,
Yes.
He's ours. He's ours. And then we just hoped and prayed that she picked us.
Did she need to interview? Because, okay, adoptions, I don't know if I'm saying this correctly, so just forgive me, but do you know when the mom gets pregnant and you walk with her through the entire 9-10 months of when she's pregnant? Is that
is the typical process.
right. That's
Where a mother comes to the agency and says, I want to, put my baby up for adoption. And then she selects a family. And yes, you kind of go through.
we went through that with our failed adoption. So we met the birth mother, 3 months into her pregnancy?
I think so.
Or she went to the agency, I think 3 months into her pregnancy. And then we went to meet her to make sure she wanted to actually pick us in January. So you do meet the birth mother.
you do? Okay.
Yes, you do meet in a typical adoption process.
Right. Okay.
Especially if you match early on with a birth mother.
Gotcha.
You meet them.
So it can be 9 months or 6 months. It just depends on when the mother goes to the agency, at least with ours, and decides she wants to do it. And then you wait out the 9 months. Like you were pregnant.
Was that biological mom, was she just not sure of the parents that she wasn't sure yet? Is that what, because
For our failed adoption?
no, for Aiden, was she, or did she, because it happened so quickly, did she take her time selecting y'all, or?
I think she just, it was like she gave birth and she had no choice, because I think she tried to hide that she was using.
Yeah. Right.
And then we did a FaceTime
With her.
So it was us and I think 3 others. And I think it might have been like single women. I think we're also, she wanted women. So she FaceTimed with all of us. Not at the same time.
Right.
But she
Group project.
Right. She FaceTimed with us. And then after that is, I think, when she talks with the counselor there on who she wants to pick.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So that's that. And it's in her hands.
So, and we have a whole profile. You make a profile.
That was my question.
Yes. You make a profile. She sees pictures. She reads our stories. Anything you want to put in there for her or for the birth mother to see is in your profile.
It's on your profile. So you are with this one agency, and you made the decision you wanted another child.
Yes.
You did. When you made that decision, I know that you had a second child that you were hopeful, and forgive me if I'm saying the wrong words. What happened there? You started very early on with that woman, right? Right.
Right. November.
We technically weren't with the agency. Remember?
Yes, that's also not a normal
Not a normal. So they
situation.
contacted us and said, hey, we showed your profile. We know you weren't actively trying to adopt yet, because we weren't trying to adopt yet. We just, brought this woman.
So that happened is because Aiden's birth mother requested a copy of our profile. So that happened so fast, I don't think she actually got a copy of our profile because we didn't even finish it.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
And so she requested a finished copy of it. And so we sent that in. And I think somehow it just got mixed up in the paperwork, and our profile got shown to this other birth mother under the wrong name.
Goodness.
So it as a sign. Yeah, like, okay, well, I mean, she wants us, we'll do it.
Right. And the agency, even though it was like, you guys don't have to move forward with this, you know, this was our mistake, it's up to you. Do you want to move forward, or do you want us to let her know we made the mistake? We're like, nope, let's move forward.
Yeah. I mean, because we knew we wanted to.
Yes.
Didn't know we were going to do it
that soon.
That was quick.
Right.
Yeah.
That was quick.
That was quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then that didn't work out. Yeah. It was due May, right?
April 2nd. She was due April 2nd. We had great communication with her even the day before. And then the day she went into delivery, she just no communication with the agency or us or anything.
Right.
So at that point, that's considered a failed adoption.
Failed adoption. She changed her mind. She changed her mind.
She wanted to parent.
She did. So
great for her, hard for us.
I know. I know. And you know, when that happened, I think you and I spoke, Jaclyn, and you were getting a little nervous, I think, with her.
I did. I started getting nervous a little before that.
Right.
And I don't know if it's just because I was reading too much into it, but the way she was responding into some text messages, her wording, it didn't feel right anymore.
Right. And heartbreaking for y'all.
Yes.
Very heartbreaking for you. And I'm not going to belittle this. It was heartbreaking for your friends. I mean, we just I cried for y'all, and my heart was breaking. And because I know, and you know, for the people that do go through that, or may, and if we anticipate someone that's listening go through that, how do you want your friends to respond? Do you need time? Because I was talking to Shauna, I'm like, you just, what is the best, and everyone's different.
That's what I say. I think, and we're both very different about it. I think you needed that communication. Hey, how are you doing? What do you need? I needed the space.
Yeah. I'll share, I'll cry because I'm a big crier.
Right.
But I like to,
talk,
share my emotions.
Right.
So, but everybody's different.
Yeah. I mean, and like I said, Sean and I we have a mutual friend. Sean and I are, how quickly do we, I mean, of course, and these two famous women, like I said, are such a part of my dog's life. I mean,
we love Lala.
Do you want to see Lala? Would that help? I mean, I know. So just for those people, just everyone's different.
Everyone's different.
I would be you. I would shut down.
And I think most of our friends knew how to handle it. Like, they left me alone. They would reach out to Nadia, or they would wait till I reached out and said something.
Right.
So,
well, and then the next thing I know, everyone, I talk to these women and we're doing it again. I'm like, wait, stop. Hang on. We thought about this.
Yeah. So we decided to stay with the agency to still have an active profile just to see what happened. And the agency recommends, after you have our agency, Adoption Choices of Texas, because I don't think we have said that.
Yes.
Again, Adoption Choices of Texas.
Yes.
They recommended that we consider another drop-in situation, and that's where the baby's already born.
Right.
So they'll do whatever you want. I think after the first few cases that we received, I was like, okay, I'm going to tell them we want yes to every case.
Yeah. And then they recommend the drop-in because of the cost. Because, I mean, let's be upfront.
Let's be upfront.
No.
It's not free.
No, it's not free.
No.
And private adoption isn't. I mean, there are other routes to go.
Right.
We just wanted a newborn.
Right. We just, this is the route we selected. And I mean, anywhere's from 45 to 65. And with the failed adoption, we were out money. And so
I think anywhere from 15 to 20,000 is what you are out in a failed adoption.
Regardless. And I know that I was asking about financials when we were visiting earlier, and they both suggested to Google the agency. The agency's very upfront with their fees. I didn't realize that you were, if the adoption was failed, that you still lost money.
Yeah. And that's part of it too in the very beginning. And I was like, wait,
Right.
even if they say no, we don't, I'm like, we don't get the money back. And so I was like a little nervous.
Right. And we were talking about fertility is expensive, and that's a risk. And then adoption, I didn't realize the risk, but there is a risk. So, and I think just walking with you guys through this, the risk of the heart is a huge, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I knew the financial would be hard, but I didn't realize how much it would hurt.
Right. The emotional, the waiting, did you get picked? Did they pick us? Do they like us? Do we need to change something? Like all the questions.
Right.
And for people that have waited for a lot longer, I don't know what to tell them because it hurts. We haven't been waiting that long. So I can only imagine people that have waited years.
Yeah. Do you think being a lesbian couple had anything to do with, I mean, because we talked about this earlier too, being a gay couple, lesbian couple, single, does that have any bearings on getting chosen to be an adoptive parent?
Not with our agency. Our agency wants anybody and everybody who wants to love a child.
Wow.
Single moms, single dads, gay couples, families with children already.
Right.
They'll take any kind of makeup.
Right. So tell me about age. You were talking to me about age.
Yeah. So I'm not sure with our agency, actually, if there's an age, but there's an age restriction on some adoption agencies. And I think one of them I read is that they don't want you older than 45 or 47.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's amazing. One of my friends just got pregnant at 47. And Jesus, that's not happening here. Factory's closed. Okay, so adoptions, closed. We talked about this earlier. Open, closed, and semi.
Yes.
Okay, can you share a difference?
My adoption was closed, meaning there's no contact with my birth mother at all.
Okay.
Semi-open is they want somewhat of a relationship, but not the constant monthly, every 3 months, things like that. Open is open communication, an annual visit
With our agency,
yes. With Aiden, I post pictures every month to a website for the agency so the birth mother can see his pictures with a little brief letter. And we have an annual visit with her. We have not had that yet, but we can have that annual visit. With Aubrey's birth mother, she only wants pictures every 3 months. So hers is considered semi-open.
Okay. So let's now move to Aubrey.
Yeah.
Our 1 month old, a little over 1 month old baby girl. And again, Jaclyn told me things change. I can kind of tell with our communication something's up. What's going on here? She told me that they haven't actually. She just sent a picture. Good grief! She did. This is our baby girl. This just happened.
Send a picture.
So tell us about Aubrey that just turned 1 month old.
Oh man. So
that was quick too.
Aubrey was quick too. Again, Aubrey was a drop-in.
Yes.
So she was already born. Because before her, how many cases did we see? 10?
You think that many?
I say at least 10 or
wow.
At least 10 cases we saw before her.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And y'all made the decision, or you just weren't the parents? The
birth mom,
yes,
made the decision.
Right. Never picked us. That's why we were like,
right. Yes.
And that's tough.
Yeah. Yes.
Goodness.
So Aubrey's birth mom picked us.
Mm-hmm.
But she was quick too. She was born on the 15th. We came home on the 17th with her.
Oh, wow. That was quick.
Which is a drop-in, and that's the point of the drop-ins. Baby's born, birth mother sees your profiles, they pick you, you get the baby, and it's quick.
It's fast.
Mm-hmm.
And if they didn't pick you, obviously the birth mother would select someone else. What situation does it go into CPS? Is that right? Is that the right word? Yeah. When they would go into the system, is that?
Aiden's mom, she was tested positive, so right away CPS is brought in.
Right.
So she
wanted adoption.
Right.
If there's If there's drugs in, or okay, gotcha. Okay, if
Same with Aubrey's birth mother. She's in a difficult situation, and so it's either adoption or CPS.
yeah, okay, so they
And
come
that's
in.
going to be most of the drop-in cases.
Okay,
Are going to be those type of situations.
gotcha. Yeah, and you're a school counselor, and that's your career.
Speech pathologist.
Speech pathologist. So I'm sure you see children that do have issues.
Oh,
so
yes.
was that? I mean, did that have any bearing on anything?
No,
You can
not with me.
Yeah,
I think you were scared of nervous, but that's a horror thing. I'm just a nervous person about things like that. Jaclyn is the best mother, and honestly,
yes,
works with children, and
yes,
I knew we could handle the child whisperer. So
yes.
it's like, it doesn't matter, not many. I was like, okay, well then, all right, we'll do it.
Then we'll move
Yeah,
forward.
she said yes to, because you do have to check a list of
Yes,
you would be open to,
the paperwork.
for the baby. Baby's born with this or this
Right,
or this,
right.
and so we went through the list, and Jaclyn's like, "Be fine, I can do this." I'm like, "Okay,
Okay, all right, right.
yeah."
Right.
So
Yeah,
So you can be as picky as you want,
right.
or as open as you want during the process.
Right. Obviously, the more open you are,
Right.
the higher your
And same with the
chances.
birth mothers. They can be as picky as they want on who they select.
Mhm. Right.
So,
Big process. Big
Mhm.
process.
and that's what I think I loved about the agencies, that they care about the birth mother and the prospective adoptive parents. Like, they equally, like, they're there for both of you.
Right. Right.
So
When will you tell Aiden he's adopted?
now, I mean, we already talked
You already
about
talk
it.
about it. Great.
We have books, and we have my book from my parents when they
Oh,
shared with me from when I was adopted, and so I share their book with them. But even the pictures, Aiden's birth mother put pictures on the website. I show him those pictures. Now, does he know? No, but
right. Of course. He's 18, 19 months. Yeah. No.
we do start already.
Yeah.
He hears the word and knows about it. It's not anything we're going to keep.
Right. Right. I love that. I love that. I love that so much. So how is life with 2 under 2? How is it? How's it going? Because you're still not work. You're not back to work.
No,
You're
not
both have
working yet.
y'all have successful careers, and you can stay home.
Yes.
So
And it takes both of us.
it does.
Plus
Thanks.
everybody.
Plus anybody else who wants to help.
That's right. I know.
Yeah.
Wonderful neighbors.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, adopted grandparents, and then parents. My parents come in all the
Mhm.
Right.
as much as they can. So takes a village.
It does take a village.
Does. You hear that all the time. You're like, but
I
it
know.
does.
It takes a village to raise a child. I'm telling you. I was a single mom, and Kennedy's dad, very, very obviously in her life. I mean, just as much. And it takes a village. We have wonderful step parents, and that just and it takes a village.
Like, it's tough.
It's tough. I know it's tough. It is tough.
We are tired.
You are tired. Is Aubrey sleeping?
During the day.
During the day, thanks.
Still.
The wrong time or
Yes,
clock's off.
yes,
I
yes.
know. I know
Yeah.
it's tough. Yeah, it's tough. You'll get this. You shall pass. It is worth it. Are we? Is this your family of 4? Or are we moving forward?
Right now,
You
my
know.
4 is good.
I'm like 4.
4.
Yeah.
With the sleepless nights.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ask me next year. Who knows? That might change.
Right. Exactly.
I'm nervous.
Well,
This is the child whisperer. And
yes.
I'm just.
And so we talk about fertility, you talk about pregnancy, you talk about adoption. It's just expensive having a child.
Yes.
Anyway, because education and I mean education now in childcare. I cannot believe I can believe because I had my child in childcare, and sometimes I was like, should I even work? Because you're, I mean,
Yeah,
it's,
we've talked about that.
yeah, I mean, for sure, right? So yeah. Well, y'all are blessed too to have great employers that do. I mean, you're off through December, and you're going back soon. Yeah.
Yeah. Paid time off. I can't.
Great.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. In closing, what advice could you give to the people that are listening now that feel like there's no hope?
Don't give up.
Don't give it up.
Seems daunting, but don't give up.
Right.
I really didn't think we could do it, honestly.
Right.
But
just don't give up.
Yeah, don't give up. if that's your dream to have a family, that's what you want, then you'll find a way.
Yes, explore your options.
Yeah.
You'll find the way.
Yeah. There's so many kids.
Yes.
You need loving homes. I mean, Google is great.
Oh,
And
yeah.
contact the agency.
Yeah, sure.
You know, don't think that they're not going to.
They are there.
Yeah. We were scared.
We were scared the first time, but no, reach out to the agency, talk to them. They'll help you.
No, yeah.
No.
And I think we get into that with this might be a stupid question, but it's just not.
No.
It's not. Tell us again the name of the agency that you guys went through.
Adoption Choices of Texas.
Okay. And you highly recommend it.
Yes.
Look at your babies.
Yes.
Beautiful babies.
Oh, they're perfect.
They are perfect. Absolutely. Thank you too for being here today. I just love y'all. You're a part of our family, and you take care of my baby. Of course. And my baby's taking care of your baby out in the lobby. Kennedy didn't realize that adding to her resume, she would be babysitting today. I don't know if she knew what to do, but she's doing a good job, I guess. We haven't heard anything. Well, thank you so much, everyone. Y'all, I hope this touches some of your lives. Share this information and podcast with those loved ones. And like the gal said, just you're not going to get anything without asking questions and making the move forward. So everyone, show notes, we will have the agency and how you can contact all of us. And everyone have a wonderful day and keep being fabulous.